Hello everyone, welcome to Beauty Way Tarot. I just thought I'd do a reading for Halloween and see what happens. I don't know if it'll be a love reading or what it'll be. Just whatever the collective needs to hear the most, I think. I always like to let spirit guide the way. Usually works out much better. So let's see. Okay. All right, away. We've got the Eight of Cups. Walking away. Going to find that ninth cup. And we have the Knight of Swords. Interesting. Interesting. Nope. Wow, that one flipped funny. Then we have the Two of Swords. Okay. Looks like it's a time of going within. And we've got the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Swords. Oh, there's been some heavy stuff going on recently with you. Heavy, 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 but you're coming out of it strong. Coming out of it strong. You finished. You finished the cycle. And then we have the Lovers. Okay. Nice. And we have the Knight of Coins. Okay. There's some people here. We've got the Knight of Swords, which can be a little bit disingenuous or flighty. Can be someone that's in and out. That's who's in your atmosphere right now. But it looks like you're moving away from this Knight of Swords. And then in the future, we've got the Knight of Coins, who's coming in much more solid. Takes their time. Dots all their I's, crosses all their T's. But can take a while because they pay attention to so much detail along the way. They always make it to where they're going, but sometimes it takes a while. Let's see, what else have we got? What have we got for your self-concept? How are you seeing yourself right now? How are you seeing yourself right now? You're keeping the faith. The Hierophant. And then for your hopes and fears, we've got the Page of Wands. Let's see who's in your house. Who's in your house? Ace of Cups, a new beginning in love. We shall take a closer look at that one for sure. There's definitely love coming in. Give me an outcome card. Four of Swords. And I know you can't see that. Don't quite have my camera angle down yet. What else do we have for the outcome? The Knight of Wands. Wow, we've got 3 knights here. 3 knights so far. Let's see if we can get a major arcana for our outcome. I like to give it 4 chances. Okay, we got him. The Hermit. This is a big learning experience. Big learning experience for you. Yeah, you've come away from something that was very difficult. It just beat you down and it left scars. Left a lot of scars. You felt so beaten down. You felt like you were down and you were never going to get up again. But you did get up and you walked away because you knew there was something better out there for you. With this 8 of Cups. And I think this Knight of Swords was the person who made you feel a lot less of yourself. You had a tangle with this person. They stuck their swords right in you, right into your heart. I'm surprised the 3 of Swords isn't here. They got you good. But you learned a lot. You learned how to stand on your own 2 feet. And you kept the faith that you would be able to find at least 1 more cup to the 9 of Cups. And then we got the Ace of Cups down here in your house. Yes. You're definitely either going to meet somebody or let me take a closer look. Let me clarify this Knight of Coins here. Who is this Knight of Coins? Is this someone that we already know? Or is it a new person? We do have the Ace of Cups here, so it could be a totally new person. Justice. Give me 1 more card. Let me see. Nice. Ooh, okay. This is an Emperor. I feel like it is a new person. Because you've got so much love to give. And it's like your last relationship just like basically crashed and burned. And you didn't even feel like you were able to give all the love that you had to this person. It's like they had their own world, their own agenda. They were like the center of the solar system. And you were like a satellite. Just orbiting around them is how they made you feel. Like they were the star of the show and you were like a bit player. But that really made you take a look at things. Made you take a long, hard look at yourself. What you wanted and what you didn't want. then you may have turned to your faith, your religious or spiritual beliefs to help you get through that. I think you see yourself as a much more highly evolved person now than you were. This person really dragged you through the dirt. Then we've got the Lovers in the sky here. I don't feel like you have any clue. You thought after this relationship you were done. You're never going to meet anybody or have any kind of relationship after this. I think you felt like maybe a little bit wounded or tainted, like, like damaged goods. Like your self-confidence was not very good. So you felt like almost like you would bring somebody else down if you were with somebody else. Like you weren't good enough for that. You had too much baggage for anyone to want to handle. But you do have hope that you can rally your passion for life again and for love with this Page of Wands here. It's like you're willing to start with a clean slate with someone new and not like project onto them any of the qualities or attributes of this other person that you were with. You're going to be willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. You're going to keep your eyes open because you don't want any more of this negative energy in your life. Because it's like with the Two of Swords here, even though she's got a veil over her eyes, she can see through that. She's not completely covering her eyes. She's not blind. She's never going to be blind again. Because I think you felt kind of down on yourself for even having a relationship with this other person. It's easy to see. Hindsight is 20/20. It's so easy to see where you're at now, but you weren't the person you are now back then. And we just can't beat ourselves up for that, for the choices that we made in the past. If you have a chance to be happy, you got to take it. Just go for it. But you are kind of worried. You're worried that the person that you would choose to be in your life, that kind of like you don't have what it takes to choose the right person. You're worried about that. But you do. And also the universe is looking out for you. With this Justice card in the future. It's like everything's going to be made right that felt wrong. It's going to come into balance. Then we've got the Emperor. That's amazing. Really good person. Strong, competent, confident. Ready to give you what you deserve. An end to the harder lessons in love. You are the Queen of Cups. You have filled your own cup. You've taken care of yourself. You've loved yourself. You've nursed yourself back to health. You're in fine shape. Tip-top shape. When this person comes in, you're going to be ready for it. And they're going to be a good match for you. I mean, they're not going to be perfect. You can't, you wouldn't want them to be perfect. That wouldn't be any fun. You'll have arguments. But making up will be amazing. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups. Whoa, there's a lot to say about the Ace of Cups, apparently. Let's see what we got here. The Nine of Swords. The Six of Coins. The Three of Coins. The Six of Swords. Oh, nice sixes. 2 sixes here. And the King of Wands. Okay, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun because this person, it's like with this other person, you had bad expectations for anything happening in the future. You did not have a hope in the world. You blamed yourself. You went through a lot. We got the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords here. Lots went on, but it's over. It's going to be equal, give and take. You're going to get as much as you give. You're going to feel that equanimity between you. And it's going to feel so good. What a relief. You're going to work together. Maybe you have a business together. Maybe you meet this person, or maybe you've met them already. Through work, some project. That's always a fun way to meet somebody. Working on a project together, kind of seeing how they are, seeing how they work with other people and with you. See how they treat people. That's always a good indicator. Going to a better place after being in very choppy waters. Going to meet this King of Wands. He looks like such a nice guy. Yeah, this is going to be fun. I think you're going to like this. I think you're going to like it very much. Let's see what the outcome says. So for the outcome, again, we've got the Four of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Hermit. You're going to feel like your heart can rest. Your mind can rest. You don't have to let all these thoughts go around and around and around in your head, the beating yourself up, the negative self-talk. You're going to feel like you've come home. That's so cool. You know, in the house, we've got the King of Wands. Over here, we've got the Knight of Wands. Maybe this person is a little bit younger than you, but he is definitely worth waiting for. And he is going to help you feel an inner peace that you haven't felt in a long time. He is really going to be there for you. I think he's going to be on the spiritual side. He'll be interested in spiritual pursuits. He'll have a lot of good character traits and qualities and virtues. You're going to feel really connected to this person. And it's like, it feels like maybe this person has been right under your nose for a while. Maybe it was somebody that you didn't see in that way because you didn't have space yet. Maybe before you became this Queen of Cups. There she is. But now you're ready. You're ready for this gorgeous person. My goodness, yeah. Yeah, this other person is out. They are out. They're gone. They taught you whatever you needed to learn from them. Good for them. Bless them. Send them on their way. They don't need to be in your life anymore because you have scaled that mountain. Boy, this is a really nice reading. Beautiful. Nice love reading. Maybe you'll meet him on Halloween. That'd be cool. Yeah, maybe that's the message behind this Two of Swords with the mask. She's covering her eyes. She looks like she's in a costume. Maybe you'll meet this person while you're wearing a costume and dance with them and get to know them. Start to get to know them. Beautiful reading. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gosh. I hope this resonates for at least some of the people that watch this. I don't know whose energy I'm tapping into here, but gosh, I'm jealous. This is awesome. Yeah, it's all gonna and as hard as everything was with this other person, it's gonna feel like it was all worth it, which you never thought would be the case. You never imagined in a million years you would ever say that. But it's like because of what you went through with this other person, that's how you get to the point where you can bring this new person in. Yeah, just keep the faith and don't let the fears creep in. Keep being really nice to yourself. Love yourself the way you would like to be loved by someone else. That's the energy that really makes this kind of thing happen. Okay. Well, thank you all for tuning in to my channel that I'm trying to get going again. And I hope you have a great Halloween, whatever you're doing. I hope you get out there, you know. If there's a decision to make, whether to stay home or go out, I hope you'll make the decision to go out, because if there's a possibility, you know, how are you going to meet people anyway if you don't go out? Okay. I love you all. I'll see you next time.